Hello, so today I'm going to show you how to derive the quadratic formula from the formula of a parabola. So that's ax squared plus bx plus c equals y. So we know that the quadratic formula allows you to find the points where x equals 0. We all know that the formula is minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. But I'm going to show you how to derive this. So we know that the roots are when y equals 0. So that would be ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So we want to solve for x, but it's not as simple here because there's an x squared, and there's a lot of different things that we can't do that easily. So what we want to do is we want to divide everything by a first. So that's x squared plus b divided by a times x plus c divided by a equals 0 divided by a, which remains 0. So right now, we want to find the perfect square of x squared plus b divided by a times x. So we all know the formula a plus b squared, which is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. And so this is basically what we're going to do. We know x squared is x times x. And we know, using the second term, which is 2ab, we know that b divided by a is 2 times something times x. So this term right here is really b divided by a divided by 2, which is b divided by 2a. This whole thing's squared. But this is not true. This is not true that this term equals this term, because we have an extra term right here, and that would be b divided by 2a squared. So we have to subtract this to make it equal. So it would be minus b squared divided by 4a squared plus c divided by a equals 0. So now what we want to do is just move these two terms to the other side. Makes it a little bit more simple. So this term remains the same. And then we just change the sign. Okay. So now the next problem is this square right here. So the only way to get rid of that is by square rooting both sides. But as we square root this side, we know that this whole entity could be either positive or negative number. So what we actually want to write is, as these two get canceled, it would be positive or minus, positive or negative, this whole thing. Because either one would work. And then we're also square rooting this. B squared divided by 4a squared minus c divided by a. And now it's a little bit more simple. Now we have x by itself. So x equal, bring the b divided by 2a to the other side, plus this square root. But before we rewrite this, we can put these terms together. So let's use the common denominator to put them together. And we know, let's use the common denominator as 4a squared. So what do we multiply a to get 4a squared? We multiply it by 4a. So we'd also have to multiply c. So b squared minus 4a times c, 4ac, divided by 4a squared. Okay, so moving on. Now we know that this right here, this term, is actually equal to x equals minus b divided by 2a. This is actually equal to 1 divided by 4a squared times b squared minus 4ac. And so, using what we know about perfect squares, we know that 1 divided by 4a squared is a perfect square. And that's actually 1 divided by 2a, that whole thing squared. So what we can do now is we can take 1 divided by 2a and move it outside. and multiply it by this square root. So that would mean the same. And now it would be 1 divided by 2a multiplied by b squared minus 4ac. And so, as you've noticed, we have all these 2 divided by a. So what are we going to do now? We know that this is actually equal to square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. And we also have a minus b divided by 2a. So let's combine those two terms. Let's make it minus b plus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. All of this divided by 2a. And so here's the formula. And we've got to the formula, but we have one thing that we need to take into consideration. As we saw before, this term could be positive or negative. And if right now I showed you how to do the positive and we found a plus right here. So if you were to redo all of this with the negative, make this term negative, what would you get? You would get a negative sign here. So this answer right here is actually plus or minus. And so there you go. We've derived it. You've learned it in class by your teacher. You've memorized the formula. But I just showed you how to derive the formula, and now you can understand it a little bit better.